Not even a beast can stand in his way. Defeating Lesnar, showing up Heyman. This is the ultimate moment of vindication for CM Punk. Enjoy it, Punk.
You gotta pay attention to that. See how long that stay on. Okay. There we go. We got Paul Heyman. We got that Brock Lesnar, that old school Brock Lesnar. Definitely putting that on the op later.
When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his future shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table.
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I get my payback at Bash in
Sorry,
Berlin
Chad, I
and
gotta
beat
keep
him in
checking,
a grueling
man.
strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell.
Oh my. Hell in a Cell.
Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night.
Big WWE chat.
2024.
It's on my arm chat. Long live my nigga Miles chat. He tatted that on me chat.
About me. But when you bring a man's dog into things,
man,
that's a
damn,
line
bro.
you do not cross.
Man, I always be thinking about shit like that. That nigga, man. I remember the day my nigga Miles died. You know what I heard? I was in the car crying about my nigga. And you know what song came on?
Drew McIntyre steps inside hell for the third time in his career.
You can lose your life, but it's gonna keep going. I feel like that nigga was talking to me when that shit came on. Like, bro, I was like, bro, that nigga know, like, ran out some digits, we ran out some money. I was like,
to win this matchup. Most
notably, he lost
the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell
my
4
nigga
years
lived his
ago.
life. That nigga Miles was a
Tonight,
rock
Drew
star,
McIntyre
bro,
hopes
for
to
sure.
end that losing streak.
For
and
sure.
CM Punk's
that nigga was
career.
driving motorcycles and shit in Atlanta.
You know, Corey, another interesting
barber,
statistic. Drew
tattoo
McIntyre
artist,
made
that
his
nigga was a
premium
rock
live
star,
event
bro, for
debut
sure.
15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the
Long
Hell
live
in a
Molly
Cell
Mall,
premium
man.
live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago
to
the day in St. Louis.
Yeah, I gotta use paddles. I can't lie. Oh, man, that shit, my motherfucking hands too bad for that. For that claw.
This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. That has driven us to tonight. in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre. Emotions running high, and this is the pain Punk promised to deliver onto McIntyre.
You gotta think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's gotta be adding even more to this match for Drew.
Yeah, McIntyre's been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision? Hurricanrana.
This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career,
Hold on, chat. What happened, Brody? What's going on?
once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre.
From way up, double axe handle connects. This crowd is learning, along with Drew McIntyre, that the inside of CM Punk's head is a scary.
Hold on, chat. Niggas like to send me text messages when they know I'm streaming. No, I'm just bullshit. Ooh. Ooh. That boy wrote, hey. That boy, I'm proud of that boy. I'm gonna hide his name, but I'm proud of that boy. I'm proud of that boy. Oh God. Hold on. I'm gonna hide his name though, but I'm proud of him though. That boy. Yeah, that boy wrote that thing. He did that. He did that. Look at that shit, chat. My boy.
Replace.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure. And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Struck with a calf kick.
And McIntyre on the receiving end again.
McIntyre's entered the devil inside the Second City Saint. And he's paying for it now. Elbow to the jaw.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career.
God damn, bro, this shit is supposed to be on easy. Bitch, I
Looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says,
you did that.
I can't
you did that,
afford
bro.
a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career, but if this means the end of my career, so be it, because I have to end Drew McIntyre.
That just speaks volumes to how deeply under the skin of CM Punk McIntyre managed to get.
Boom, swinging that like the Bambino.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No hit now with the cover.
He's able to beat a 2 count.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now.
Got him in the corner now.
And he counters.
Struggling to fight, being forced into the tree of woe.
Tree of woe.
Oh, what a kick.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out.
CM Punk.
Here we go. One. Oh.
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
This bitch ass nigga.
That'll knock the wind out of him.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain.
Reverse this one. Reverse this one. Meat. Reverse this one, nigga.
Completely out.
Bah! Reverse that one, bitch.
Hooked him up. And a suplex.
Come here, suplex. Give me that back.
Ooh, did you hear that thud from the back connecting with flesh and bone? Bang! Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
This is beyond personal. Now this is about putting the competition out of action. Holding nothing back, striking over and over.
Punk's had enough. He's able to slip out of that situation.
Future shot, DDT.
Drew has to be looking for that kill shot right now. He has Punk right where he wants
I seen that. I seen that.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be.
He gets sent straight down to the floor. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Spring break next week? God damn. Oh no, you ain't putting me through the wall. You thought you finna put me through the cage, man, stupid nigga? Not me.
Oh my, he collapses and brings the side of the cell wall down with him.
Nasty turn of events for him, colliding with the cell wall, only to see it break from its hinges.
Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Clinging to the side of the cell as he makes his way up.
And listen to this capacity crowd. The anticipation is electric in this building.
Going up, but the whole arena is more worried about the coming down part. He's on the top of the cage. One misstep and it could be over.
He got himself in this situation, but how does he get himself out? Had it scouted. Now,
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
The goal sleep GTS from Punk.
Now CM Punk needs to end this. We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
Incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This... No.
This is out of control.
Whoa. I hit him?
Is you to jump from the 20-foot south.
The demonic structure pushes people to a dark place.
Does he even know what he's doing? Does he know how close he is to flirting with disaster? Kick to the gut. Oh, brutal forearm.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a master stroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre can do what Punk claimed. Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful in clouding Punk's headspace? Is Punk psych? All over the place because he's clouded by rage? We got a potentially lethal situation here.
Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
Returning to the ring now. Able to capitalize on McIntyre's mistake.
And he's going to use this moment to regroup, to get his mind right before re-entering the fray.
Hitting him with that wrench. Boom. This is certainly an acquired.
Oh my God!
Close Punk out.
Makes the cover.
Nigga! That nigga came out of nowhere with that shit. This shit don't eat.
Unreal, potentially inhuman.
Hell no.
Kicking out at one. How on earth?
McIntyre's
looking for that kill shot. Looking to end this thing with.
Huge kick connects.
This entire match has been
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Got turned onto their stomach and the sharpshooter's in. And this hold is getting tighter and tighter. One last gasp effort and that'll do it.
Punk sidesteps out of that. Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the anak.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Neckbreaker.
McIntyre wants to prove to the WWE Universe that he's a man of his word, that the Scottish Warrior will be the one responsible for ending Punk once and for all.
Oh, McIntyre goes into the cover. This could do it. Kicks out.
After everything we've seen tonight, he must be using the reserve tanks at this point. He's able to dodge that one in time. Quick escape from danger there. Oh, man.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Ooh, you dirty bitch.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective. And all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
Soaking wet.
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cocking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
That nigga seen a
This is
pump
one of the
around
most
his knee
brutal
to hit his ass
matches
with that bitch.
I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Come on, hit him with that bitch. Big Za.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
Defense connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk.
Bitch ass nigga.
What a
Big CM.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't gonna let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era.
We already in
and beat
2025?
Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
This shit right here is not, it's not a lot of content on this shit, so. I'm probably gonna make all my niggas a character in this fight.
And here we go.
That'll be lit.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him.
I'm gonna make my own interpretation of my friend.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry
That is what I'm
as
gonna
he
do.
heads to war with CM Punk.
Every time I play the one, I'm gonna pull the one character out and say you beat yourself. So you beat yourself, Chad. I'm gonna put a skirt on that motherfucker, pink and green. That nigga gonna be an AKA.
Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school.
Ooh, that
He
motherfucker
redefined
outfit
himself in
Seth
his
Rollins
craft.
got on that
Rollins
bitch
and
on
Punk were
fire.
reunited briefly in NXT.
Oh my
And then the
Lord.
Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal
Look
and
at that
professional
shit. That boy
reasons.
had- that boy
Talk
got good,
negatively
man.
about
I ain't gonna lie.
WWE, while Rollins
shit
carried
fire.
WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't
Being
sit well with
showcased,
Seth
that's why I get out
Rollins.
of here.
There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
I love that version of Eddie Guerrero, bro, with that fucking theme song. He come out, he just. That nigga was so cool. That nigga was so cool, buddy.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
I can't wait to play with that nigga. I just hate they got him like a 79 overall. That shit kind of ass. They should at least made him like an 83 or something. Damn.
Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
Let's go. We already in 2025. He ain't fought that much, goddamn. Like, well, they should let me fight that motherfucking Bloodline rules match. I don't need to do that shit.
Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned, when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company, says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when he returned.
Tonight, Rollins intends on extracting this demon from his soul in WWE altogether. This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration.
You said, Rollins, you gotta try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand, and that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play mind games. If Punk sees an opening to set Rollins off, to take Rollins' eye off the ball, he's gonna take it. Rollins simply cannot.
How the fuck you take to the crowd?
Any circumstances take the bait in this match.
Sent straight into the barricade.
Who the fuck you throwing over, Reese? Oh, and walk with him.
And he slides him back to the mat. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the cover.
Do you unlock characters in there too?
Stops the ref count before 2.
Kicking out there really has to make his opponent question his game plan. High-level ability being shown with each of these counters.
Interpretation of everybody.
Just sent crashing to the arena floor, taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count. Has to find a way out of this. Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show
Okay, yeah.
makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
He connects with a counter.
Don't know if the ref is loud enough, but this is getting close.
From the heavens!
Okay, come on.
Out of the ring goes Seth.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently with his Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. If Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off, it could give him the mental advantage tonight.
Into the unforgiving barricade.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Using that barricade with great effect.
Moving into the ring.
set just...
Bro, I don't know how to do this shit, bro.
Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention.
The crowd shit, bro.
Uh-oh, going up top. This isn't going to be good. Back superplex.
Okay.
Oh, what a knee strike.
That split him open, and he's becoming a crimson mess now.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor. Hoisted up high here.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
No. Bomb into the barricade. And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him.
Set out powerbomb. Totally helpless at the moment. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
Oh, did you hear the impact?
His body has been the main focus of a lot of offense tonight.
Yeah, I think he's going to be feeling the effects of this match for a few weeks, Wade. Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. He got the shoulder up in time. Not quite enough to put him away. Turning the tables. Sent flying out of the ring here.
I feel like
Taking this to the floor.
Still fighting back. Look at him go.
Turns the tables with an elbow to the gut.
Delivered into the barricade.
Tagged with a punch.
Holy, meet the barricade. Driven into the barricade.
Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
He needs to get in the ring before the count runs out.
Check. What the fuck? What's going on, guys? Who that is? Oh, it's Ted.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Oh, colliding with the barricade. Into the barricade.
Oh.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. It looks like things are spilling out into the WWE universe.
Well, I hope these fans are enjoying their front row seats to the havoc of this match. Getting way more than they paid for. With what we've seen the midsection take here, every breath has to be sheer agony.
Yeah, Wade, hopefully the medical team doesn't find anything too serious. Into a neck breaker. Unloading haymakers amongst the WWE Universe. He comes back over the barricade. The referee is so close to calling a countout. Taking the action to the outside.
Might be taking a breather here.
And down! Not pretty at all. Using that barricade with great effect.
And Punk making his way back to the ring.
He wants this fight on the outside.
Making way toward the top rope.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. There goes Rollins, kicked out of the ring. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
Stopping that offense with a swift elbow.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Be looking for a neck breaker here.
Forearm to the neck.
Impressive reversal on Rollins. Goes under the ropes and into the ring. He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside.
Heading into the crowd now. This could get dangerous.
Heading right out in the crowd for whatever reason. A picture-perfect inverted DDT.
And it doesn't matter to them where they fight as long as they're fighting each other.
Punk dodges out. What's it going to take to end it? It might be this.
Gotcha, bitch.
Go to sleep.
Gotcha,
Is
bitch.
it enough for Punk?
Gotcha, bitch.
Headed back to ringside.
And this one could be moving to ringside. Back to the ringside area he goes as the referee continues to count.
Cut off with a savage clothesline.
CM Punk had suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he tore his tricep at the Royal Rumble a year ago and was out of action for over 6 months. Punk says that. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS.
But he look like Michael Jackson, like a motherfucker. That's crazy if it is.
Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot
crazy,
pursuit
man. I
now,
remember tattoos used to
Seth
be delirium on
Rollins.
niggas' body. Reese, you remember that
And
SmackDown?
Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
I don't know if you... Them bitches used to be so boxy.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up and a kick out?
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out.
Do something, nigga. Get up, man. Get up. Get up, man. I'm stunned.
I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that tonight, CM Punk will not allow Rollins to be the better man.
unprecedented high-impact offense from the visionary. Charging himself up and going in for the... I think I felt that one.
Carried into jeopardizing position here.
Seth's path to victory becoming ever clearer by the moment. He is enacting his plan against Punk to perfection.
Punishing double axe handle. Caught with the elbow. Ooh. He answers right back.
I knew you was gonna block one.
Here we go. In for the DDT.
Lights out.
Yep. I knew you was gonna block one. That's why I didn't use my special right there. Literally.
And an inverted atomic drop. Boom! Oh, and a double axe handle. Incredible height. Countering that offense. Oh, great display of strength with the suplex. Caught the leg. Roundhouse kick. And further punishment getting aimed at the skull here.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep. That spells doom for
And you ain't
Rollins.
dodging this, nigga. You stand, nigga.
CM Punk looking to turn out the
Two of them
lights.
things.
Go to sleep.
There's no
Two of
way
them
you can
things.
take any more of those.
Like shit,
This is
serious,
got to be
nigga.
over.
Some of them.
Punk wins. Punk
3 of them
beats
things, you got 2 of
Rollins.
them things, bitch ass nigga.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Shout out to Reese for trying to help a nigga, man.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and
They
downs,
have to put the
all roads
Hardys,
pointed
Edge, and
to
Christian
one
on this
location
game.
I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event of the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight.
Why they block the referee
Never
face
thought
out,
that
but
night
we
would end the
instead
way
put
it
him in the
did.
game? That's the same nigga that's in the game.
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah.
What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event.
Yeah.
So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Run at it. R1. Something like that. That's how you get out. If you hold R1, that's how you get out. Burn it down!
Here comes
That boy
Seth
there. Let me see
freaking
what
Rollins,
let's see his fit this
The
time.
visionary.
They probably got hella fits
and
for this
the
nigga. He ain't got that same shit on.
revolutionary of WWE.
Oh yeah, he had that flamethrower. Oh yeah, that boy Seth got on that shit, boy. What is that? A little flamethrower garbage bag. That boy on bullshit, cuz.
unofficially the coolest entrance living every man.
That's hard. I do like that. Okay. The tribal chief fit. Okay. You finna unlock all this shit. But the thing is, it's showcase, and I gotta do all the shit it say do. I have to know if that's Michael Jackson or not.
Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious.
Looking for a 3 count.
The pin is broken. That could have been it.
Slips out of the way.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
WrestleMania main event, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk in a triple threat match with nothing but pride on the line. Each man came here to win and win at all costs. Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man's strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
CM Punk would burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the tribal chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight. No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury. Just wailing away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn dangerous. And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
Taking flight.
Knees!
Oh no, referee falling prey to chaos in the ring.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal. Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
And averting damage there.
Being set up in the corner for something. In the corner, and an elbow for good measure. Let's see if Punk can find an answer after taking that.
Look at that insult to injury with that one.
From above!
Bringing this back into the ring. Oh, he paid for that. High risk. And now he's going to the top rope. Russian leg sweep. Here we go. Cross body from the top.
Crazy that they let me get away with that. They do it. I'm not beating them. So.
Through the arm and does just that.
What's he about to do?
Oh, what a clothesline.
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when 3 men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Reigns getting carved and dissected.
And that was...
What was that noise? What was it? Reese. Oh, okay. I don't know what the fuck that was. Appreciate it though. Man, yeah.
An efficient form of offense with that move.
Ooh, stomping down with all their weight. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an anaconda vice locked in.
After everything he's been through. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Oh, that was a stiff shot with a kendo stick.
He broke that motherfucker on me. Ooh. That'd have been a Superman thing. That'd have been crazy. Oh,
Stomp into the ground.
Can Reigns recover from that?
CM Punk looking to end things here. Down with a GTS. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they did that. That was so hard.
Everybody down.
A go to sleep, a spear, then a stomp.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow. But
oh, they changed it.
CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Okay.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back. But
he gonna hit him.
But now
Oh,
Reigns
my
with
God.
a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over
I'm finna get
again.
up there.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas.
yeah.
How many people is he going to betray?
Rollins perhaps going in for the kill.
Oh, shit. I missed
Punk's
that
got a
bitch.
problem here.
The cover.
I got thumbs
We have
tap.
just witnessed next level grit,
I got thumbs tap.
resilience, and even more so,
Uncle thumbs
defiance.
tap.
How do you stop that?
How often do you see Seth Rollins come up that short, that close? He's got to be livid right about now.
And this is just a vulgar display of ruthlessness. Oh my God, enough!
He quickly slides into the ring. What's CM Punk going for here? Pile driver. Good God. Oh, that didn't go as Seth designed.
What's it going to take to win? Seth dodges that attack. Showing some extra scouting, knowing how to answer a counter with a counter of your own.
Caught flat with the forearm. Counter. He knew just what to do.
Put me down, nigga.
Connects. Saw it coming.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark. Oh, clothesline. And now he's taking a breather on the outside. Clearly, he's feeling a little overwhelmed at the moment.
Battling out over here.
I like that.
I think that means it's time for us to step away from the announce table for safety's sake.
See, I don't be liking shit like that, bro. That's not real. I drop shit.
No motion on the counter. Finds the mark.
There's the skull absorbing
Oh, the steps. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh.
You heard the thud on the steps. I guarantee that was the sound of bones shattering.
The step shit, that's what you were talking about.
Knew what Roman had coming. He'll make his way to...
Oh, no. That shit fire. On God. That's what bro was talking about earlier.
Rollins with a head of steam. Big air. Stop.
Here's Seth's big chance. Stop cold with a clothesline. And shifting over for the cover. 2.
Bitch ass nigga.
Just beat the odds.
Bitch ass nigga.
Both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner,
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX. Are you ready? The two groups despised each other.
Bow to the
and
master.
after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series.
Yeah, boy.
And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart
you're
back
ready?
to WCW in an event known
Break it down.
as Montreal Screwed Up. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime.
Oh, okay. So
Something
the
I never got
showcase
to
goes
do.
more
The plan
than
is simple.
him. Okay.
Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is going to happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
Let's do it. Okay. Showcase just hosted by CM Punk. This shit long as fuck. Okay, don't get confused. This shit long as fuck. Okay. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. I wish I could play the music so fucking bad. God damn.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here
I
tonight.
think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I got the look. That drive the girls wild. I got the move. They're really moving. It's to chill. Up and down their spines. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your
How many
boy.
times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, I won't
just a
lay
sexy
down for
boy.
anybody? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in
really putting their pressure
they
on.
are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
Man, that shit just had me tripping out, bro. That was wild. What the fuck? They wild for that, bro.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again?
Man, so...
There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal.
I gotta make sure my gas out, because I thought I was tripping at first, but I ain't even gonna say what happened because my nigga playing this shit too.
This is always going to be a big match for both Shawn and Bret, but squaring off in Montreal only adds to the importance of tonight. This isn't just a huge match for both these men. This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever seen in WWE.
Yeah, the title almost feels secondary tonight, which is crazy to even say out loud. This feud has been boiling for years, and it never seems like it will fully be settled. I know this is going to be one we'll talk about for years.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Bret and Shawn have called each other.
We're locked in reversals here. Neither competitor intimidated.
Chicken wings too quick. Whoa, big reversal, bitch.
Shawn is in the zone and letting the opposition know it.
Discus clothesline.
So much momentum. And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts. I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Shawn and Bret. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them, possibly the pinnacle of both of their careers.
It'll be interesting to see what the deciding factor in this match is. Right now, you have to think this is all about surviving here at Survivor Series.
It might be the better Shawn Michaels.
And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the eye of the beholder, Michael Cole. You might not like that kids are getting detention mimicking DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit.
HBK in real danger here.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
Wicked kick.
Gets out of dodge.
Discus clothesline.
Decapitating. Boom.
Making his way to the top here. From the top. You gotta be kidding me.
Betting it all on a daring leap from the top.
And it paid off for the moment. Now it's time to capitalize.
All also looks like Sean's busted open now.
And something Brett has to know is all the attributes Sean possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that Hell in a Cell match. HBK might not be surrounded by steel tonight, but I think the test in front of him is even greater. Michaels is going to need everything in him to survive at the Survivor Series.
Break your fucking knee, your ankle, your everything.
Absolute torture.
Brett's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
I grabbed that shit too.
And he re-enters into the ring. Oh, God.
Fucking referee was in the
This
way.
personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout stars. Figure 4. Leg lock. Absolutely trapped. Nope.
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold.
Hart avoids the offense.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep. He's preparing for something.
Spiked by that DDT.
And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but it was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
The momentum is squarely on Hitman's side now.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Oh, great wherewithal there. Looks like he's trying to regain some control here. And Bret up the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a sharpshooter from Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Sudden cutoff from Bret. Bret managing to get some control back now.
He's still in this, and he's making sure everyone knows that.
Butterfly suplex. Shawn Michaels has run into trouble.
Michaels looking wrapped.
Step through. Here it comes. Bret Hart. Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter applied. Will this do it? Sharpshooter's locked.
Is Hart going to tap it with the sharpshooter? Wait a minute. What a counter.
Targeting the midsection.
The wherewithal to counter HBK. Bret Hart lifts his opponent up and
Pile driver. Call it academic. That's just the way it goes.
Oh, it's punishment time now. The Hitman turns his opponent sharpshooter.
Bret retains the title.
Too easy.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
Okay, there we go. We getting some good belts now. I like that. About fucking time. They was giving me some bullshit at first. Okay, and we moving on up in that battle pass, chat. Let's get it. They give you a cat. I don't even want to say. What the fuck? Is this a surprise? Because I definitely didn't know this was coming.
Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against in a WWE ring. First up is a trip to the land of the extreme, ECW. When I first made it to WWE, I started on their ECW brand, but I always wondered how I do in the original ECW. Who would I face, you ask? Who is CM Punk's dream ECW opponent? And you know me, I aim high. And if I went to ECW and didn't call out the king of the deathmatch, the hardcore icon, if I didn't call out Cactus Jack to show me what extreme truly means, then what am I even doing here? The most violent of Mick Foley's alter egos, Cactus Jack tormented foes in the United States, Puerto Rico, Japan, basically anywhere that had glass, barbed wire, and fire was a place he wanted to compete. But I'd want my match to be at Hardcore Heaven 1994, a show made famous when the fans threw so many chairs into the ring it covered both Cactus and Terry Funk as well.
Please do not throw chairs into the ring! Stop the chairs!
Cactus Jack was a master of the Falls Count Anywhere match. It allowed him to be at his very best, and that is exactly what I want here.
Why did they?
Whether you take me into battle or side with Cactus, you need to know that you're going to be in for a fight. But proving yourself against CM Punk is just as valuable as proving yourself as CM Punk, so you win either way. And I get to live out my dream no matter what.
Oh, well, you know what I picked. Bang, bang! Bitch ass nigga.
CM Punk is here and he is ready to return to the extreme.
We're doing it this time, man. Ooh. That boy Cactus Jack.
Folks, I can already warn you, this match will not be for the faint of heart. The war of words between these two men, CM Punk and Cactus Jack, has come and gone, and now it's time for a war of wills, a war of weapons, a war of whatever sadistic machinations have been running through these men's minds.
It does not get more hardcore than the ECW arena, especially when it's Falls Count Anywhere. CM Punk and Cactus Jack, two men who remain stalwart and resolute in their convictions through blood, sweat, and tears.
Smart money's on a whole lot of all 3 of those things in this match, gentlemen. Cactus will make sure of it. Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. Backbreaker.
Big headbutt connects.
Whoa, that headbutt was crazy.
Dropping the knee. A non-stop assault from Jack here.
Yeah, the viciousness of Cactus Jack on full display with this relentless assault on Punk right now.
Well,
He's cooking something up. Oh my goodness, what an impactful STO.
Even though Cactus Jack and CM Punk have never faced off in the ring, Punk has had confrontations with Mick Foley in the past. In 2012, Punk brutally attacked Mick backstage.
And that attack almost led to a Survivor Series match where Punk and Foley would have served as team captains. But as they say so often, cards subject to change.
Well, I, for one, am glad. That match would have been a battle by proxy. This one is a hardcore war happening right in front of our eyes.
And Cactus Jack is just so unpredictable. When you're in the ring with him, you never quite know what he's going to throw at you.
Well, I've usually countered that you can't let Cactus get the chance to unleash his particular brand of insanity on you, but that's not a realistic possibility here. Punk just needs to do what he can to keep on Cactus and be even more unpredictable, if he can. Relentless violence is Cactus Jack's stock and trade, but it needs to be CM Punk's as well here.
I don't agree with that man.
And it's Cactus Jack with the reversal.
Fans have long awaited this showdown.
Oh, okay. Okay.
As Punk and Jack's paths have never quite crossed.
Indeed, Corey. Around the time Cactus Jack was winding down his full-time career.
Okay, they done brought this shit back.
What happens next is anyone's guess.
I can't wait to see. Ouch. Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. Backbreaker.
Oof! Retaliating with a strong elbow.
Oh, yeah, this shit hard. Oh, yeah,
Kick gets caught. Takedown.
This one had that match, Corey.
And Cactus Jack's never backed down from a fight in his life, and looks like tonight will be no exception. Jack wards that attack off.
You probably went,
There it is! Reversal!
Oh, man.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Great escape there. Boom to the back of the knee. Oh, Jack caught by the counter.
Defenses are sharp with this series of reversals.
come here, bitch.
Jeez, this is turning into a real Donnybrook. Boom! Boom!
Stand up.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Turns that in his favor.
St. Louis, baby.
Hoist it up. Big power slam.
Maybe not, maybe not. And a shoulder is lifted before one.
Oh, man.
Ooh!
He has hold of Punk.
With authority.
Setting up that table. No doubt he has dangerous, painful intentions in mind here.
He's looking to cause some destruction with that table.
I say bring it on.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Oh, with authority. And it's Cactus Jack with the reversal. Calculating the next move here.
Spilling all the way to the outside from the big.
Not letting him finish that thought. And shoves them off with a punch to the breadbasket. Getting out of harm's way. CM Punk looking to shove. Hoisted up, but too heavy, and now counted out.
Into a clothesline.
Wrestling. Little Slim, little Jim.
Being carried around now.
Driven down hard with a scoop slam.
Gets lifted into position. Check your face after that one.
Oh, God, the crimson is flowing. He's seriously hurt now.
Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. Backbreaker.
And Punk wants more from his opponent.
CM Punk looking to put his opponent away on his shoulders.
GTS!
Is it enough? Is this the end? Whoa!
And look at this fight back, refusing to be dragged around any longer.
Gut punch.
Ouch. Spin kick to the midsection. Broken up with a fist to the face.
Down hard. Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk.
Okay.
Oh, no, I can't imagine what's going to happen next.
I can't wait to find out.
Precarious place to have a brawl. The entrance stage is not a forgiving surface to land on.
Okay.
Bionic elbow. Uh-oh. All the way to the outside.
Making a splash on the outside with a truly reckless attack.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Cactus Jack looking for the double arm DDT.
Is it enough to overcome Punk?
Momentum is running away from Punk.
This is Cactus Jack's violent MO, just continuing to wear down Punk with complete disregard for his well-being. Oh, crushing headbutt.
Uh-oh, mandible claw, mandible claw!
Cactus Jack just executed a picture-perfect play from his violent play. Cactus Jack looking for the double arm DDT.
Has Cactus Jack delivered the exclamation?
2. He stays alive. He stays alive.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
The next big move might end this. The question is, who has the stamina left to pull it out?
You're out of there, dude.
Cactus Jack looking for the double arm DDT.
Went for the encore. That has to be the end of this.
2.
Cactus Jack once again thriving in the land of extreme.
Here is your winner, Cactus Jack!
Cactus Jack standing tall in the ECW arena. He and CM Punk just went to war.
One can only imagine how satisfied Cactus Jack must be with both the violence he just inflicted on Punk and the violence that Punk just inflicted on him. I imagine that for Cactus Jack.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends in matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment here, and what a moment that was. Now that I got my ECW experience taken care of, I have my sights set on a man that many consider my dream opponent. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Despite our glaring differences, there's a lot of similarities between us. Give us a microphone and watch us captivate the audience.
Austin 316 says
Says I just whooped your ass.
We do not back down from anybody, always ready to fight. Talking trash on an Attitude Era Raw against a prime rattlesnake simply wasn't in the cards for my career, but at least with slingshot technology, I can make this match happen. All the respect in the world to Steve and every single achievement in his career, but trust that I'm going to bring the fight to him in a no-holds-barred match the second the bell rings. Austin wants to brawl all over the place? He wants weapons? Sounds good to me. Hell, I'm all for it after that fight with Cactus Jack. I've even got a special place in mind. A special arena in Chicago where we can have this all take place. Are you gonna back me up and try to take down Stone Cold? Or do you think Steve Austin has my number? No matter what you choose, I'm gonna do my best to take the head off the snake.
Son, you're looking at the best there is.
Oh. Yeah, I'm finna kick your ass, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm finna kick your ass. Boop. Boop. Boop.
The Texas Rattlesnake is here, looking to hunt down CM Punk.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve!
CM Punk my ass. That's what I'm finna do to you.
Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all.
He goes for the quick pin attempt. There's the kick out by Stone Cold.
Nah, not yet. Too early.
And he retaliates. Two-man fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist. Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he can do so when facing another Mount Rushmore talent like Stone Cold Steve Austin. The steel chair does not get much more classic than that.
Stone Cold takes the upper hand.
Austin is just stomping Punk down without any hesitation.
Sliding into the ring now.
Put everything behind that kid.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that Austin going big!
Stunner by the rattlesnake!
Austin can put it away here!
Right in the kisser. When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure a win.
CM Punk is in a distressing spot.
Punk has no answer for Austin's pure aggression right here. And that core area really getting lit up.
Directly into the gut.
Caught that and reversed it.
Yeah.
Neck breaker.
Very nice.
Maybe not, maybe not.
And he's seemingly determined to inflict even more punishment on his opponent. He might be going, kick, wow, stab!
CM Punk doesn't know where he is.
Right onto the chair.
Once again, that is not what chairs were created for.
Driven into the ground with that bulldog.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. He's ready to put that chair to use. Targeting the kidneys with that punch.
Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an expensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normally grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back pocket to snare an unsuspecting rattlesnake.
Relentless offense from Steve Austin.
Austin's got the pedal to the metal.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Brilliant countering by both competitors.
Spiked.
Oh, that'll cave your chest in.
Stone Cold too slow there.
Punk looking to impose his will. Arms hooked up but lifted. Skyward
Into an Alabama slam.
Excellent opportunity for Austin to shift the momentum.
Steve Austin showing it's not time for lying down. It's a time for fighting back.
I don't know if Punk can withstand much more of this.
Austin 316 putting a whooping on Punk. Stone Cold showing Punk just how mean he can be.
Austin going big.
Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stunner!
Austin going big.
Stunner! Stone Cold with a stunner!
And at this point, Austin going big.
Stunner! Stone Cold!
Steve Austin may have put the exclamation on this one. You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
And you've got to wonder if desperation starts to kick in for Stone Cold or if he stays the course.
Ain't never in his life been that fucking
Rangers
good.
are blowing the roof off this place.
Never.
And the WWE Universe is loving every second of it. Punk and Austin showing no signs of slowing.
Austin applying the pressure.
Punk needs to find a way to reverse his fortunes. Kick, whack!
Punk's got a problem here.
Fuck off me, nigga.
Cover.
Stone Cold comes out on top. CM Punk
That nigga
has been
on that
defeated.
bullshit.
Here is your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Come on, man. Come on. It's not even close, bro. He knew nobody was going to pick him. Check.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he captured European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable, capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope. Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, we'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed.
I wasn't picking you.
Viva la raza, my friend.
Viva la raza. Might have been 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero!
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. He could have rushed his way into WWE and challenged. Incoming!
Oh, nobody home for that one.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both taking flight.
Unbelievable athleticism.
Latino heat bringing a bit of a simmer to CM Punk as he starts to register some attacks.
Stalking from above.
Lift off.
We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
What's this? He's going back up again. Wants to finish this.
Blast off. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Stalking from above.
From the middle rope, breathtaking Hurricane Rana. A helter-skelter attitude here, getting to the bottom and going back to the top again and again.
Back into the ring now. And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out. Drop kick. Momentum is running away from Punk.
Right now, it's looking like Punk is struggling to compete with Eddie's in-ring IQ. I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade, but don't think into the cover.
What is he thinking right now? Hopefully he does not regret it.
Stomping down. A non-stop assault from Guerrero here.
Right now it looks like CM Punk is wilting to the intensity of Latino heat.
Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory. Oh, a merciless assault.
There was no issue with that attack. Hey, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Who are we to judge? Breathtaking head scissor takedown.
Another blow to the body. I think the game plan is pretty clear now.
Things now not going well for CM Punk.
Full focus from Eddie.
Bam! Up and around, down with a tilt-the-world backbreaker.
Turns that back on CM Punk. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
What's CM Punk thinking?
Oh my God, a pile driver.
He gets loose with a swift kick to the ear.
A running Hurricane Rana.
A hard-driven boot to the stomach there.
And into the corner he goes.
And able to skirt around that attack.
Let's get them 3 amigos popping.
Crashing down with a brainbuster. Eddie's got Punk seeing more stars than on the Chicago flag after that one.
Vicious use of the knee. Eddie Guerrero firing up on the assault.
Punk trying to withstand this surge. Going after the arm in a big way.
Rake right across the back. Ooh, great agility on display. Drop kick right to the spine.
Boom! It's okay, they weren't that pretty anyway.
A truly rough blow to the head, and it seems to be the main target here.
CM Punk is in a distressing spot.
Guerrero with a systematic attack.
Oh, man, a face scrape with his boot. Lands in the drop zone.
Latino Heat taking full control of the match. 1 amigo. 2 amigos. I think we all know what's coming next. 3 amigos.
That's Guerrero showing that just when you expect him to cheat.
From the top.
Frog splash.
Guerrero has this in hand now. From the top.
Frog splash does it.
That could be Punk's demise. From the top.
Splash by Eddie.
There's no chance you're coming back from another one of those.
There's no
You
way that
cannot
nigga
kill
did that.
CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
What other option, what other choice does Eddie have now? A desperate Guerrero is a dangerous man.
2 men giving everything they have, their legacies, their pride, all on the line tonight.
Yeah, and neither Eddie or Punk look like they're willing to concede victory yet.
Latino Heat doing some damage.
Punk trying to withstand this surge.
Check out the springboard.
And that...
And Guerrero for the win.
Eddie Guerrero
They can
upsetting
combine 3
Punk in his
frog splashes.
hometown.
But this is not dependent.
Here is your winner, Eddie Guerrero.
You can hear how split the arena here in Chicago is right now. Disappointment, their hometown hero lost, and respect for Eddie doing what he does best.
Yeah, and it wasn't for lack of trying. Punk threw everything he had at Guerrero.
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest dreams is pretty awesome. But I see another application that, to this point, has not been attempted. I want to see Slingshot tech show me what could have been, too. One of the questions I get more than anything else is some variant of, what do you think would have happened if you stayed with WWE in 2014? Now we have a perfectly viable tool to at least attempt an answer. Hopefully, Slingshot Tech is up to the task. While I may not know too much about what the future could have held, I do know that Triple H himself, after having sent his corporate goons after me following the Royal Rumble that year, was sizing me up for a matchup at WrestleMania 30. And I do know that if that match actually happened, I would have absolutely humiliated him in front of the world. Now, there's no question in my mind I'd have run right through him. I'd waited years for this chance. After all his tricks during the summer of 2011, bringing in his friends to attack me, using his corporate position to constantly stack the deck against me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying be careful who you push. Because you know I like to push back.
I was ready to bring it all back to him tenfold. I'd have buried him. But let's see if you can breathe life into my words. WrestleMania 30, CM Punk takes on Triple H. Time to play the game? Well, Hunter, I hope you realize that CM Punk doesn't play.
Baby, come give me that top like a head, Chris. Look at Stephanie.
This is thunderous!
CM Punk may be the...
A lot at stake in this match. Whoever wins here will be added to tonight's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Facing off against the champion, Randy Orton, and the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. No DQs, no countouts. A lot of bad blood between these two superstars.
Yeah, Triple H has promised that CM Punk will never main event WrestleMania, and that he's simply not what's best for business. Punk's looking to prove Triple H wrong tonight.
Punk's looking to embarrass Triple H tonight as well.
What the fuck?
Well, and Triple H, he's looking to get rid of the CM Punk problem once and for all.
And we have to look at Triple H's motives tonight. It's the COO's duty to ensure the best product for everybody and to position the proper superstar.
From the top, crossbody from the top.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk clearly sending a message to Triple H.
Both of these men considered master.
Face first.
Setting up.
The Koji clutches it.
Needs to escape and does. Gets free from that painful hold. Ooh.
Neckbreaker.
And wait a minute. What's the manager doing under the apron?
The seeds of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures not listen to the people, not give the best in the world his due.
Yeah, Punk wasn't going to take it anymore. The brass never wanted a guy like CM Punk to succeed, never wanted to acknowledge his cult of personality. And now Punk is forcing the COO to take notice on our industry's biggest night of the year.
Working the midsection there.
Snaps the leg across the head, producing a trampling.
So hard to defend yourself when you're flat on your back.